Hey, friend. I want to come on with the word for you, and the word is to redefine your narrative. Yes, friend, redefine your narrative. We're at the end of the year. I know many of you have gone through many things this year, whether they're relationship situations, breakups, whether they're changing of jobs, whether they're changing of business relations and interactions, whether they're family dynamics, whatever it is. And in all of this change, a lot of times the narrative can become convoluted. What do I mean by narrative? Your truth. Whether it's your truth of your response in that situation and what caused the rift, or whether it's the truth in relation to who you truly are at your core because of a particular way that you had to behave. Whatever it is, it's your narrative is your truth. And usually, what happens when you must get to these places of redefining the narrative is that there's been some sort of blow, some sort of attack on your narrative, inflection. Something has come upon your truth that has allowed you to be seen in an alternative truth to the world, another light. And the world, meaning those in the audience of whatever that situation was, those privy to that situation, now look at you and they wonder, well, what is this? Who this person is, and what kind of person is he, or what type of person is she, or all these different things. Whenever there is a blow, a attack to the narrative, it always comes with doubt as to who and what that narrative truly is. The attack to the narrative is like an opening to your truth. It strikes the truth of you, and it creates an opening. And that opening, the enemy or the other person, the opponent, can use as an entryway to create a false truth on you. It's the only way they can do it. They must first attack the truth of you and create an opening to then create a false truth of you. And then in that creation of the false truth, they can project whatever they want of you and then shame you into not defending your truth, not defending your narrative. This shame happens all the time. A lot of times it happens in the motto of being the bigger person and just going and turning away and leaving, or don't harp on it. Don't harp on it. Don't defend yourself. Don't say anything else about it. Leave it at that. Let time show the truth of it. And in a lot of instances, those are true. Those are truthful. You don't need to harp on anything. And there are times when you do need to walk away. But a lot of times, friends, the enemy will use this act of attacking your narrative, causing a situation to befall you, so that they can then get in there and create a total untruth of you for their own selfish gain. And I'm here to tell you that at the end of the year, I encourage all of you to look at your relationships, whatever those relationships were, and say, do I need to redefine the narrative? What harm is it going to be for me to be able to redefine the narrative and then move on from that? Many of us have not even redefined the narratives. We've been shamed into not even addressing it. How many of us have had situations where we've fallen out with people, or we've had things occur that were unfair and one-sided, and we've actually been somewhat victimized by? We haven't taken on a victim mentality, but the act in itself was a victimization to us. And we've been shamed into just turning around and walking away and not even communicating the truth of it, allowing somebody else to invoke a false narrative upon us. And we must now live with years and years and years of this false narrative manifesting. How many people know of people that have done this? That you knew somebody had done something years ago or been in a situation years ago, and because you were sold on a false narrative of that person, you spent the majority of your existence or your time in knowing that person thinking that the false narrative was true, only to interact with that person years later and find out that it was totally a non-truth. Yet That person has lost years, all because someone came upon them and shamed them out of their narrative and invoked a false narrative. They had years of life in their name. That false narrative is walking around the world acting as if they're them, going before them in their name. All because they've been shamed out of telling the truth of it. Friends, I'm here to tell you that there is nothing wrong with speaking your truth. There is something wrong with harping on it. There is something wrong with going around and being obsessively compulsive about it and trying to prove people wrong because of it. Allow your truth to shine forth. Lead with your truth. Let your truth, the truth of you, show in all that you do. And in you doing that, all those loose ends, all those intricate details that you don't know about, you don't have to go around and asking people about it and then coming with your truth in every situation to dispel it. No. In you taking the single act of leading with your narrative, which is your truth, and not hiding it, not feeling ashamed to convey it when the environment is conducive for you to do that, you allow God to tie up those loose ends. You allow God to sprinkle God's sauce all over you in the situation, so that the longer those people stick around you, even though you're not speaking to that narrative, you've already addressed it, the narrative dispels itself just by them interacting with you and seeing you. In doing so, the narrative, the truth shows forth in all that you do without you ever having to address every single ounce and bit of the situation. This is the beauty of God. But you first got to dispel the narrative. And you've got to stand in your truth and let that truth shine. This is my word for you today. I love you. I'll never stop telling you. You're a champion. Be good to yourselves and be good to one another. Peace and love.